Hello? Hello, is this thing on? Does my stream still work? I think we're here. Welcome in, everybody. I'm the average goob. No, it's not working. No, it's not working. Okay, cool. Perfect. Just the way I need it to be. Today, I've got some stuff to add to Vibe Clicker before I move on to my next project. So I kind of like don't want to work on it anymore because it's finally stable. But I need to practice doing paid content for Steam. Otherwise, how can I monetize a game on Steam? But it's been awesome. The release went really well. There was quite a bit going on for the launch. I had to like get patches out really fast, so I learned how to get everything up, pretty fast. A lot of people are talking about the game. As a matter of fact, this is a new one. Head in the Clouds, secret ending, a lot of people talking about stuff. So this is cool. It's awesome seeing people like talk about my game. And even though I've had a couple bad reviews, one of them was pretty valid and I fixed it. I feel like that could have been a discussion, but they still ended up playing for quite a few hours themselves, which is cool. But yeah, like I honestly I don't have much to add to the game. I feel like this was in a good place. I feel like I got the game where it needed to be for my idea. And I've got a small update that I want to do. And I say small. I'm going to add some new features. So we've got some free updates and I want to do a dev support DLC. So anybody who wants to support my next game basically can buy this DLC. There's going to be 10 new upgrades. We've got new cosmetics and I am adding a customizable like backdrop for your clicker so you can have like a different office feel or environment, I guess. And I do want to add some controller support and random news events, which we'll be working on today. And of course, some new achievements to go along with this update. People love achievements. I've had fun getting the achievements. And then there's going to be some stuff in the free update, 4 new upgrades, might do 5, and then some cosmetics as well. So really this is just a cosmetic DLC update. It's going to be basically me just fixing bugs that I find and then adding some cosmetics to like practice art. So yeah, it's going to be a big one. I finally came up with what I wanted to do for it. Yo, what up, Covino? 14 days too long? I know, dude. I have been in crunch time for work and I have not had brain capacity to do anything. I haven't even worked on my game since I launched the bug fixes and stuff as soon as I launched on Steam. Like this update was it. Like, but I did so many things. I mean, all those fixes, so many for 1.3, and then I had to go and recode my entire system for the upgrades. So it was a nightmare. Realized, but it turned out okay. The game's been stable since. But I hope you're doing well, man. I've been having fun hanging out in your streams. Like legit, your streams have been like half the time that I've been working on projects. So I appreciate you, man. Food time. Yeah, you can't sleep. You got to eat. Nah, dude, I appreciate you, man. Like you put yourself out there and you give me somebody to co-work with. So it's tough being out there being a game dev. It's a lot, to stream all your work and have people judge it. So I totally get it. But yeah, I'm gonna do one little last push to get Vibe Clicker to an updated state, and then I'm gonna move on to my next project, which I can't really announce. So I'm probably gonna work on some smaller stuff before announcing the project. But I'm gonna be working with somebody else, and we are doing it uh not in Godot. So that's all I can say. But today I'm working in Godot. We got a lot of stuff opened up, and I need to figure out what I'm gonna do here. So I do want to build out the news events. I don't really know what that's gonna look like, but it's probably just gonna look like a dialog box. And let's see if I can find where my documents are. I think I have something in here. Uh, maybe. I swear I like started the news updates. Tisk tisk tisk. I know Fullbox. Listen, I'm not a Godot only guy, all right? If anything, you would have thought I was game maker only until I started using Godot. Let's just close all this out. We don't need any of this. All right. Uh, let's get the dialog box. Let's get means you're going back to game maker? No. No, it doesn't. It doesn't mean that at all. You'll see, you'll know what it means. I'll probably spend some time on stream going through stuff. Just not today. Lua? Game engine uses Lua. That's like the Love engine. Yeah, Love 2D. What's the other one? There's another one that uses it. Defold, I think. I can't give too much away. All right. We need to open up my main script because that has my news events. All right. And we got the dialogue component. I'm probably just going to make a new component for this. I know it says this is a component, but I need like a news component. Does it matter which engine you'll use? It's really saying too much. No. No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter. It's we're prototyping the game idea to see if it's even worth building, but I'll probably build something smaller between now and then too. But I'm going to work on like my first commercial project. That's the goal at least. Will it happen that way? I don't know. I'm hoping. But I'll be developing it on stream anyways, some of it at least. And as a matter of fact, I'm not even the main programmer for it. I'll be doing art. So, yeah. Yeah, no, commercial projects are something. And like I want to talk to Thornity Co at some point, maybe earlier rather than later, because he has some pretty good insights on launching smaller popular games. So I'd be curious. And as a matter of fact, Fullbox, I don't know if you've talked to him, but it seems like he's specializing in like incrementals right now. Not saying my game is going to be incremental, but it's good to have somebody who knows how to sell games. It's been so long, I feel like 2 weeks of not working on a game project. I feel like I've forgotten everything. It's so weird. It is so weird. Uh, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna kinda design it as I go. Um, all right. I'm kind of remembering how to use Godot. Um, okay. Yeah, we do another label, not inside of it. Eh. Uh, at least she's looking out the window. All right, what were the choices here? Make a public statement or stay silent. So I kind of want to actually make these neutral, but it doesn't matter which one you choose necessarily. It will matter, but I don't want one to be like, oh, this is good and this is bad. They just have different outcomes. So maybe I just do two of these. Ooh. A major tech company, I wonder who, was caught using personal data to train AI without consent. I wonder who it was. What up, Brainoid? Welcome in. Also, I know I said it before, but huge congrats on your publishing deal, dude. I assume it's for Replicat, but you've had so many projects out there. Like, could it be another one? I don't know. It's for Replicat? Okay, cool. Yeah, that game blew me away. You did so good with it. Does that mean I have to wait longer for the game to come out now? Because it's picked up by a publisher, and now you get that sweet money over time? Or do you have a planned release? November? Okay, that's actually pretty soon. I was expecting, like, next year. That's so cool, dude. Brainbox? No, it's Brainoid. Unless you're absorbing him. Oh, no. Hmm. 220? Wow, what are the chances that I put it exactly 220? I don't know if I like this. I mean, it is like an alert. This seems so intense though. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Also, Fullbox, if this is green to you, um, one of us needs our monitors checked. It is it is teal. It is teal. It is teal. Which one of these has it? It's probably this one. No? This one. I mean, I don't want to make an entirely new style box. Dang it. Okay, I can duplicate this, right? With the red, it felt more green. I think it did. It definitely did. Um, I don't want to make it like too red though. That's the problem, is like it's so intense. And I feel like if I do the red, then I have to make the text white. So it's like kind of like where it's at now. Um, so if I make this unique, yeah, I could do that. Apparently not with the label setting. What? Hello? 48 pixels? I'm just gonna do it down here. Make the main color white? Really? Oh, was I? Hold on. Okay, I'm a dumb. I was changing the outline. So apparently with the shadows is like each one of these is its own call. So it's like you're not technically supposed to use a shadow. If I do white. Hey, Bitmage. How's it going? Welcome in. Okay, I kind of like this. This feels very retro. I'm not like a huge fan of like the red on blue, but not terrible. You working on some content for Vibe Clicker? Yes, actually. I am working on the 1.4 content update. So I'm adding random news events, controller support, uh, customizable office, like that little background area, and definitely new achievements. And then I'm doing 10 new upgrades for the dev support DLC and 4 new upgrades for the overall update, and then a bunch of cosmetics. So I'm gonna work on some art and stuff. But the main thing was getting like news alerts. So this will be like stuff happens in the news media, whatever, and you have to choose how you handle the situation. And these will only start happening as you start running your company. So I'm kind of seeing how this plays out. What have you been up to, man? Yeah, okay. All right, I think I already got these in there. Cool. Just doing art and hanging out with family. We've been prototyping. Nice. Work's been busy, so coding has been a lot harder. Yeah, that's kind of what happened to me. I've been gone on hiatus a little bit. I've just been focused on work, and then like any free time I get, which hasn't been much. Like the World of Warcraft raid started, so I had to like prep for that. So there's like a lot of story, a lot of questing to get ready for it, gear that I had to get, and it's just like on top of like work crunch time. So yeah, it's been, I don't know what happened. I don't know how it got so busy all of a sudden. Told yourself this year was kind of an art creative year anyways. That's nice. I think that's a good thing to focus on. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of me. Like more of just like just long work. Like I've just, there was so much of it. So it's like I've been working like 12-hour days for a week straight, and then before that I was already working, 8-9 hours just trying to like get stuff ready, but it's been busy. So like even today, like I don't have much of a coding brain. I work today as well, but I was like, I kind of want to stream. I just want to work on Vibe Clicker. I want to work on a game. It's anything. Like I've been itching. Like I haven't done any work on it in like 2 weeks. So PMO are crazy. PMO. What's PMO? I don't know. I come to project management. Ah, yeah, the project management team that decides what you do. It's always fun. Yeah, it's nice having somebody prioritize stuff for you until you're expected to do like everything really fast, and it's like, all right. I wish you could do percentages. Like, I don't want this to go full width, I don't think. Oh, I didn't mean to click into it. Oh no. Oh no. We're stuck playing the game. Oh, dang it. I'm just kidding. I think that was my real save. I think this is my Steam save. Yeah. I was working on beating the game again. An hour and 10 minutes. This was my final push to get the last achievements. I was legitimately getting the achievements. The dev made the game too addicting. Oh no, what do we do? That could be a news thing. You're now allowed to play games in the office. What do? Play the MMO? or give it up. uh, that'd be good. So I don't know how I'm gonna make these work, but basically this stuff should be easy to hook up. But then I need to make it so that you get the effect. And this chance is whether or not this event has happened, or like how often or when this can come up. Like overall, there's gonna be a whole pool of events, and then whether or not it's happened. So we need to pull these in. Just gonna cheat. All right, we're gonna do title, description. String's fine. For options. This will be a dictionary. Oh no, it's an array. This one is a dictionary. And I could have just copied these. It's an array of dictionaries. I'm just... Yeah. Okay. I don't think we need the chance. We don't need the happened. We'll handle that somewhere else. So when it pops up, we want to map these. Alert label. This will be title. I just looked at your level. Yeah. Yeah, this project, I wish I added the project timer to see how much time it took me to make this game. Thank you. The GOAT dev. I can't level it up anymore either. Description. Okay. And then we need to set the choices. So choice button 1 equals options 0. Choice button 2 options 1. And then we'll go ahead. Oh, are these set? Yeah, this should set it before it gets ready. I'm always confused about that. Like, I feel like there should be a function to wait until that's over. And then we need to set the effects. Oh no, that's just gonna get set. Okay, cool. We need to tie these buttons to function. This will be choice 1 selected. We'll just pass. Choice 2 selected. Pass. Trying to learn how to make tiny games. You're usually wasting your time making something I wouldn't play. I don't know how to design my own game, so I need to just make tons of games like you've done before I know what to make and what I'm capable of. Interesting thoughts. So it's insane to see a level like that because I've never gotten a project that far along. It's cool to see. Well, I appreciate that. This is probably as far as I made it into a project myself. Like I've worked diligently on this game, and we are on like month 4, 3. I started this back in May. and I put like 2 months straight into it and then took kind of like a month off. But yeah, it's just it's easy to make tiny games. It's hard to launch them though. So it's like when you start with like a small game, it's like you're doing like one mechanic and then you're doing a couple levels for it. I would say the constraints of a game jam is what helped me finish the games. And I feel like that's a lot easier to like make smaller games. So like if you're looking for a jam, I think you just go to itch and just look for a jam. You don't even have to join it. If you just want an idea or something to like make, look at all these past game jams that you can go look at. Find something that's interesting, like the solo game jam. You can find out what the theme is. Look at this. The theme is retro. Okay, follow these rules and go make yourself a little retro game and give yourself a time. I usually stick to the jam time. So like if you don't want to do one that's coming up, but you just want to do one, just do like a 48-hour jam. Give yourself a deadline. You're going to start Friday at 7 p.m. and then you're going to finish the game by 7 p.m. on Sunday. Whatever you finish, just launch it. Put it on your itch page. Yeah, yeah, this is a great way to get ideas. And then it's also like it's less pressure and you're also not competing against anybody. So if you're just trying to finish a project and you're just trying to push yourself to do something, that's what I would do. Um, but personally, I like the real deadline. You know, if it fits within a time that I can do, starting up a 1 week jam or something, where I can like spend 2-3 hours a day on. I love doing something like that. But like this, I feel like this is too much of a jam. To me, this is a game dev competition where your game will never get seen. Like there's over 13,000 people and like maybe your game does get seen, but it's like this is something you'd work with a team because that's so much pressure and it's like you're going to feel like your game's not going to be worth anything if you join it, right? So like if you want to do a jam, I'd find something with like 100 people or less or, you know, not a couple thousand. I feel like that's a lot. And then just give yourself the deadline of it. Or what you can do, find somebody who has a big portfolio and go recreate their game. You know, like I've done this before. I mean, technically Vibe Clicker is just a recreation of Double Chocolate Chip Muffin Clicker. That's all it is. Like this was a silly game that I made back in the day where I even had leaderboards, but you just buy your upgrades and you get a bigger number and it's like it's even like the same colors. I didn't realize that until like after I already started making the colors. What? It's the exact same colors. But it's like just go remake one of your old games, make one of, you know, somebody else's like uh especially people who've done game jams because they're all going to be simple, right? Like this Western shooter with kittens. It's just a 2D first person shooter. That is a very sus picture. I accidentally hit the cat. Okay. You're supposed to shoot the knots off the ropes to free them. I accidentally hit him. Okay. Don't that picture was sus. But like it's all just like this isn't my art. I didn't do the art for this. Somebody else did, and then I added the sticker effects and I added popsicle sticks to everything and I animated them in. Like it's all static images and stuff, and he just like this guy comes up on the screen and like his arm just throws something in. Like under the constraints of like 48 hours, actually, this was 12 hours of development. Uh you kind of limit yourself on what you can accomplish. So I would just do that. And I've been thinking about like another game jam because this is only my second game this year, and I feel like game jams you can pop them out so fast. Thinking about doing one a week kind of a thing. I wouldn't do one a week. I wouldn't do one a week. Maybe once a month. Give yourself a little bit of creative break in between. Otherwise, the burnout will happen quickly. It is intimidating to do a real jam. Now, if you want the real jam, but the no pressure, do the big ones and just get something submitted. Get your game in the mess of games, and maybe somebody will discover it. You feel like making other people's games helped you develop your own creativity? I didn't really make anybody else's games, actually. I mean, technically I did because I did like versions of those other games, like I've done Pong and stuff. But all my games are pretty much original thought on the spot. Some of these were like in-game jams and with like a group of people spitballing ideas. I guess Summer Fling is a Flappy Bird clone, but like I don't know. I think just taking an idea and rolling with it is what helped me finish them, and not being afraid of like what I was submitting. It did help that a lot of the art wasn't mine, so if anybody was like, "Oh, the art sucks," it didn't feel as bad, you know. But I gave it a go with all these games. Like even Key the Board Warrior wasn't like the best art I've done, but I feel like I got a lot of compliments on my style and people enjoyed it, and that made me feel good. But even if they didn't like the art, I launched a game. That was like what, 2 weeks? Quiet Quitter took me a week to make. Did all the art for that. Archimist took me a month, but I was learning Godot, so that was the fun for me, is learning a new game engine. Vibe Clicker has been my first outside of a game jam project almost ever, and it took me a while to get to that point. But I have an issue with making deadlines and like sticking to them, so I totally get it. I totally get the fear of getting something done. And streaming does not help you get stuff done faster. I'll tell you that much. So you have to like, you have to set time aside to focus. Otherwise you just end up talking for like an hour. I'll be doing the indie game gauntlet again. So with that in mind, maybe you can create something that I can play on stream and critique and give you some feedback. Um, I'll be doing a winter version of it. So that could be kind of like a game jam, you know, give you a couple months to build something out. You can do what Mars did. You can do a tutorial and do your own spin on it. Or like a course, not a tutorial, but like a course where you make a whole game. Gosh, all right. I forgot what I was doing. Yeah, like don't put too much pressure on yourself. The point of, if you're not trying to make money with the games, you know, like spend your time enjoying the process. Enjoy each part of it. Make yourself a little sprite, make him jump around on the screen, and then have him collect something, and then give him an end goal in the level. Like just do it one step at a time. No, it's okay. I don't mind. I'm here for you guys. I could do all this stuff off stream, like I did most of my game. I'm here to hang out, talk a little bit, move some stuff around on my screen, switch between windows. Look at this. I look very productive. Pro streamer moves. This is what I like to call a pro streamer move. I lost my news events. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? There they are. All right. The coding wizard. I didn't even have to type anything. It's all done for me. Okay, so we want to display these choices. So technically if I run this, it's going to be empty. Yeah. Bear like lion over here launching games left and right. All right, I'm going to put some test data in here. I didn't mean to hit play button. I do that all the time. Oh. All right. company accused of data misuse? A major tech company. I wonder who was caught using personal data. Caught using personal data to train AI without consent. The public is outraged. What do you do? This is you. This is your company. Your company got caught. That's what this is. Make a public statement or stay silent. All right. Let's connect the buttons. Choice button 1 dot. What are the commands? Hold on. I know these answers. Got pressed. And then we need to make sounds. I forgot what all my scripts were called. Audio manager. Do I have a button? No. I feel like it should be the close sound. Let's do it again. Yeah. Okay. All right, we're gonna go grab some cheating code to animate this. Because we can. Why would we recode everything? Reusable code. I should have just extended this dialog box, but I don't want to like cross the wires here since this one doesn't have the different effects that I'm doing. This dialog box is just like, hey, you're using AI too much, and then you just click OK. So I could have made a variation on this, and then technically that's what this is. Okay. Oh no! Hey, what up, Ooga Booga? What the helly? Interesting way to say what the hell. Why would you enter with what the hell? What do you mean what the hell? You mean, hey, how you doing? I don't know. Mangoes, that's fair. All right, we got our news dialog box. All right, we need to change things. I almost can just... I can just make one function. I can just make one function here. And then we just bind it. So, the option is just an int. That's it. I think this is how you do binding. And then we don't even need this. And then we can just say print selected. And then turn that into a string. Hey, Runeson. Working on Vibes still? I half expected a new project now that you've launched. Rude. Okay, listen, I'm gonna milk this project until the new idea comes. But also accurate, very accurate. I'm surprised I'm still working on it, but I need to practice doing paid DLC on Steam. That's the whole point of this game. This whole game was to practice and get something on Steam so that I can like learn the process, because my next project, which is in the works, I have a name for it. I have a game idea. It's gonna be a commercial a commercial project. Yeah, I got a whole name. It's actually really, it's kind of a cool name. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's basically done. I can make a title screen today. I actually already have an idea for the title screen. I've got the theme. I've got the game design document already planned, but we have to prototype it. And also I'm not the main programmer, so spoiler alert. I've seen store pages created with less. Perfect. Launch it. Yo, RTN. It's been a year or two. No way, dude. It's been like a year tops, right? How you been? You helped me with the music for Archimist. Sadly, you're sick. No. Oh, that's right. School started again. That's rough, dude. I'm sorry to hear that you got nasty germs from all those kids. That's unfortunate. Selected one. But yeah, no, I'm working on an update for Vibe Clicker. Not to get too much into it again, but you know me, I like taking the little breaks here and there after we get something working. But I'm working on the random news events. And then I'm adding controller support just for fun, just to practice the UI navigation. This may not happen. I'm gonna be real. It already has touch support. Why do we need controller? A customizable office area, so that like section behind the clicker, you'll be able to customize that and like add decorations, like a background. I'm gonna do some new achievements. I've already fixed a couple bugs, and I'm gonna do a DLC. So that's the whole point of this. I'm gonna add 10 new upgrades. It's gonna be fun balancing these. I'm gonna add some cosmetic clickers, auto clickers, so like the little bots will swap out and stuff. And then some office themes. So you'll get like a 1980s office, a Y2K. So this is for me to practice art, because I'm going to be doing art for the next game. And since I'm going to be the primary art guy, I need to get my practice on. So that's what I'm doing here. And then we got a free version of the update, which will include probably like 4 to 5 new upgrades. Some different clickers. I think the stress ball is pretty funny. I definitely want to update sounds. So updated clicker sounds. I was watching people play and they had the Vibe Shop, obviously, right? And then they equipped this one, and like a couple times is fine, but they were like, and I'm like, yo, that's so annoying. So you can imagine. Yeah, I'm gonna update the sound effects and do a lot better. Like, they were cool. They're cool for like a few things here and there, but they're not as pleasing as like the Seto one, right? Like, listen. That's my actual keyboard. So I want to work on the sounds, give people a much better audio experience, and custom cursors. That's what I wanted to add. I just noticed because of the cursor. It's not even in here. Oh my gosh. Customizable. You aren't a vibe lord, you're a scope lord. Oh my god. If that ain't the truth. Um, that's true, but this is mostly cosmetics. The only real feature that I'm adding is this random news event, and then I do need to redo the vibe shop for cosmetics. So, this is just in the interim, but I will probably be working on learning a new game engine for the new game. Yep. Just so I know what I'm doing. All right, let's see if we can get some of these stats in there. What do we got here? We got that. Depending on the options, we want to choose the effects. So we want to do the effects from the option. Which engine? Oh, come on, that'd be spoilers. Dang it. Reppin' money. Well, if it's not one of the main three, maybe. But if it's one of those, that says nothing. That's true, yeah. It is either Godot, Unity, Unreal, or Game Maker. Those are the top ones, right? Yeah. No, it's not a spoiler. It's not a spoiler. I'm being silly. I mean, everybody could probably guess what it is. It's not really a secret. And I already said it's not Game Maker. So that, and it's not Godot. So it's either Unreal or Unity. It's not a secret. And it's a game engine that I've only used like one other time for about a year. But it's been so long. The last time I used it, it was version 4. Yeah, no, I used Unreal in college. I was on Unreal UDK actually. So not really Unreal. I did Unreal for about 6 months after it came out, and then I went to Game Maker immediately. But yeah, like I said, it's Unity, but it's not like it's not a secret. And I'm working with somebody else on it, so I'm not like 100% relying on myself to learn C sharp, which is good. So since I'm doing the art and the UI and stuff, give me a little bit of like an intro into it. Yeah, yeah, I figured it'd be nice. I had fun when I was working on the game with the two nerdy nerds. So I know that I can play well with others, maybe. So I figured I'd give it a shot. So you're doing with your brother-in-law? You haven't made anything yet commercially, but the jam has been fun. Yeah, I think that's good. We're gonna jump straight to commercial, and it's mostly because the idea that I have is pretty cool. So I wanna test it out. And it'll be public soon enough. It's not like revolutionary. It's just, you know, the as soon as public pressure becomes a thing, then it's like, oh no, Rise of the Intern all over again. Nah, I took way too much time with Rise of the Intern. How is this working? It's been so long. I feel like I wish I could just like print this out. Rep. How do I get that? Do I do a dot notation here? So effects, effect. No, effects option dot effect? Effect doesn't even look like a word anymore. When you start teasing, I'm mostly curious for genre. I will tease when we have a prototype. What up, Mars? How you doing? Welcome in. I got one of those. How the heck do I get this? I want to access an array. It's a dictionary array. So I need to access effects option. Oh. Like this. Granger? What up, dude? Oh. Excuse you. Thanks for the 10 bits. Oh, that was a funny one. All right, look at that. Okay, so we got it. So now I need to also print out, what is this, effect? I think it's just effect. Money and rep, perfect. I just played an effect. Effect doesn't look like a word anymore. That's all I've been reading this entire time. It's not a word anymore at this point. I need a way to trigger this. Whenever you click on the career upgrades, who's gonna know? Who's gonna know? Dang it, I can't click on it. All right. Let's just add a button. Look. Boom, we got a button. Theme, quick load. Oh my gosh, look at the default theme. Look at that difference. Wow. That thing's still in there? Sheesh. So for the triggers, are those going to happen when a skill is upgraded at a certain point? No. These are going to be triggered randomly based on what's happening in the game. So you're not going to unlock them until I think boss. Is that what this phase is? Where you start running your own company? Yeah. So after you get your SaaS AI, then you'll start getting these news alerts and stuff, and you have to respond to them. So based on your upgrades and things that you have, so like if you put all your time into AI research and stuff, then you'll get more bonuses, you know, if you choose to disclose information. But yeah, so it's going to be triggered after this phase to give you a little bit more interaction while you're trying to click through everything. And then maybe the decisions will help determine cost of things. I don't know. Right now they just give you or make you lose item or like reputation and money. So we'll see. I've got a list of topics that I want to include. Like the first one being AI companies accused of data misuse. We don't know who though. Definitely not your company. Who would ever do that? So we'll see. But now I needed to trigger that because I need to test this out on real stats. Where's the button? Let's do news button. And then we're just gonna do this. And then, look, this is how I made a tutorial. Very cool. So on the news button pressed, we need to create a dialogue. So I think I need to add it here first. News dialogue scene packed scene equals preload news dialogue. Boom. Equals news main news dialogue scene dot instantiate. And I think I can do that. And then we need to set stuff. So I think we can just call this first news event. Oh, that's right. I made regions. I can just close down the regions. This is my first time using regions. It's pretty cool, actually. Just gonna bring this over here because I want to see it. All right, so we want to do news dialogue dot title equals main dot news events. It's just named event name. Come on. Data misuse. Dot title. Can you do that, or I should probably just access it like this? This is how you access like arrays. And I feel like because I didn't use spaces, I can do dot notation. I don't really remember. Oh, Oh, alert title, I swear. And do news name. Okay, it recognized the dot description. I was wondering about that. Probably gonna have to make a function for this to call these news article things, and then you just pass in the name. That might be the best way to do it. Options, effects, options, okay. Yeah, like I feel like I can just call this data from the thing. Okay. All right, news name dot effects. Like literally, I can just go in here and do this. Make sure these are right. Okay, and then literally all we need is the news name. Yup. I forgot how to get the tree. If I want to add this, I don't want to add it to a node in group. I just want to add it to a group. Brain farting, completely brain farting right now. I don't want that. Add to group. That's not right. I just want the get tree function. Oh my gosh, show me the get tree function. Hmm. Hmm. Why is it so hard to Google stuff? I know how to do it manually. I want it through code. Oh. Is it really? Okay. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure. How do I add it before it goes? I don't know. All right, so the news name, we set the title, the description, the options. This is all for the dialogue. Animation. I'm gonna set up the alert. Bind this to 1, bind this one to 2. No, this one's 0. This one's 1. Yep. Okay. Animated in. And then for each effect that was picked, we print it out just for now. Okay, cool. Nice. Trying to assign an array of type array to array dictionary. Yeah, we're adding all the effects. Oh, do I have to duplicate it? I don't really remember. Array to array of dictionary. Oh, is it because I've already instantiated it? Just go ahead and clear these out for now. Fine. Hey. So I think I want to pause the game while this is happening too. But then I was like, maybe I just make it so it automatically chooses for you. If you don't do anything, it's technically staying silent. So we got rep 1,000, money minus 25. I don't even know which one I picked. Okay, it was the first one. No, I definitely said stay silent. Right? Make a public statement. Stay silent. Okay. The choices are happening. All right, and from here, all right, we want main dot change player score. This is going to be the effect, and this is going to be the amount. And actually, I think I'm going to set these. Effect name equals effect. And effect amount equals this guy. That way I can manipulate these if I want and add stuff based on how it's being handled. Okay. Let's see what happens. All right, so we're gonna gain some money. No, we're gonna lose some rep. Minus 5K. It worked. Done. Done. It's it. We're just gonna keep staying silent. We'll never talk about our AI. Ever. This is it. This is all we're gonna do. They'll never catch us. Alright, that's it. We're done. New update on Steam. Exactly, ship it. Same brain. Why would we need to fix anything? It's done. I don't know how many news events I want to have, but I have a few. We're gonna do a few. All right, and then we also need to make it say it's happened. Okay. And then I'm just going to just make sure this is working. I like doing the Godot way of if not. I think it's funny to me. Now draw up the 20x 299 mouse cursor hat DLC spam and boom, millions. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. So instead of just a cosmetic, we actually add a game-breaking feature for the DLC. I like the way you think, RTN. I think that that's $1 million idea. We just need 1 million people to play the game. And then, okay, actually, 500,000 people. By the way, thank you everybody who has played Vibe Clicker. I know like 20,000 of you have played it, so thank you. Appreciate it. I don't know what you guys want from me. I don't know what you want. Nobody's asked for more features. People have said I wish it was longer, and it's like you can play infinitely almost. All right, news, public statement. Done. We can't make any more news. All right, cool. Now, I need to make sure to add this to the save. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna start a save. I'm just gonna add a to-do in here. Tood. Add news event info. I might just make it so these news events will always trigger. We'll see how it plays out in the grand scheme of things. I think it's fun to have them. All right, we're gonna add another one just to test it. All right, we got data misuse. Negative reviews. All right. Over 1 million negative reviews. I don't know how to. I'm gonna make these like newscast clickbait. AI 1.0 gets review bombed. The new AI. Oh, I can't do double quotes inside of here. Dang it. AI 1.0 model amassed over 1 million negative reviews in the first 4 hours of release. All right, your options. Let's say update 1 update to 1.1 or tell users it's their fault. Can I make it so that these nodes change their font? I can't change it, can I? Wanted to just make it so the text was like all caps. Does that have to be done at this level?
Free.
That's awesome.
For free.
Oh no. I've lost her. Okay. Can I not make the text like sentence case? That's interesting. Figured it'd be here. Can you not? Godot, sentence, case, button text. Okay, yeah, so I would have to actually, interesting. It's dumb. Okay. So if we update to 1.1, we immediately get 1500 rep. But it costs us a ton of money. So this is how you can go into debt. Yeah. Tell the users it's their fault. So dumb. Minus 1000 rep. You lose tons of subscribers, right? So like, still gonna cost you some money. Oh, that's the other thing. I need to show the effects on the buttons. So the text is going to be that. Okay, okay. Maybe I just show a random one. No, because they need to know exactly what they're getting into, maybe. It's not going to work. I'm going to have to loop through them. Let's do funk, get voice effects. Let's do I think I need to restructure this so that it isn't just like rep and then money, because it's not always gonna be rep and money. It's gonna be other things. Is it? Or is this just a way to always get rep and money? There wouldn't really be a point to getting like processing power. I guess you could get vibe points. Now the safety stream sign will have to read 0 days since last stream. No. Dang it. I was going for 365. Kidding. What's up, Chief Multi-Hat? Welcome in. It was more like a confession. Right? Forgive me, viewers, for it's been 14 days since my last stream. And in that time, I didn't work on my game at all. Outside of coming up with what I'm going to do for content. Guilty. Keep waiting for the goob to light up on the sidebar. Oh. I'm there now. The gang's all here. Well, thank you. I'm glad that you could stop by and hang out. Just working on Vibe Clicker. I feel like I didn't finish what I wanted to on this game, and that being I wanted to actually like test a DLC and see what that's like on Steam. So I'm making a DLC. Which the game launch was great, by the way. Yo, Granger, thank you for the 10 bits giant goob goob. We got a giant goob goob alert. Thank you. Yeah, we got 27 reviews, 88% positive. And hear me out. The negative reviews I addressed, all right? The guy that said an achievement should never be luck-based, I fixed that. And now people are actually trying to figure out how to unlock the secret instead of just letting the game play. There is repeatable steps now. Somebody else just played for a bit, clicked a lot, and didn't seem they don't like clicker games. The game's not for them. That's okay. And then the 3 to 5 second delay after clicking, I fixed. It's all fixed. But no, this is awesome. Like, there's a lot of people in here that I don't even know, and they played my game. And so I feel like I owe it to them to give them an achievement update and something they can work towards. But also, if anybody wants to support me, there's going to be a paid DLC that it's going to be a bunch of cosmetics. And I don't know. I was thinking about adding like DLC update only for like upgrades. But it's not like pay to win, it's just like an actual DLC. So there'll be like a new tier. So yeah, there's quite a bit here. And I'm working on the random news events, which technically work. I just need to display what you get when you choose one of these. But do I? Should I tell them what they're getting? I feel like I shouldn't. What's this debug? Oh. Hey, Captain Onosa in the house. How you doing? How'd the Goobot development going today? Goobot doing Goobdo. It's the Goobdo. That's going pretty good. Just working on my my first DLC ever. Goobo. Oh, I get it. What? DLC? Yeah, I want to practice. I want to practice doing DLC on Steam so I know what that's like. Because I released my game for free. You can get Vibe Clicker on Steam for free. I wanted to see what it's like and see what the requirements are for DLC and how to integrate it into my game. Also, I really want to add a cup, like a custom clicker cup, that has your name on it. So the DLC, it'll be a DLC cup, and it'll be like Starbucks. I mean, not like Starbucks. It'll be distinctly unique, where your name's written on a cup. So I get to play around with that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Also, I saw you streaming today, Captain Osa. I think I was just hanging out because I've been really busy with work. But if you guys don't know, Captain Osa also streams. A lot of people in here actually stream. But give Captain Osa a follow. He does some Godot game dev. He's building a cute little game where you save frogs. Smells like somebody's burning something outside. Yeah. Did you see the finished possum? No? I didn't. No, it got deleted. It's okay. I'll look at it. Captain Anosa, that is so cute. Reunite the mama possum with its babies? Wait, what? It's not just frogs anymore? That's so cute. Oh my gosh. That's funny. Do these little guys move around? Oh my gosh, I see your little frog. The screaming possum. That's pretty cute. Thank you for sharing that. Oh my gosh. I didn't know you were going to do more than just frogs. It's a whole critters game? That is so cool. Oh! Hypnotic. Thank you for the hydrate. We got Bat Juice, the classic. Oh. How does Hypnotic do that? He's like streaming. Got him back. Skill? Yeah. I got skills. He just goes through and waters all of the devs. I do. I love how Hypnotic pops in and out. And he just like shows his not only game dev skills and flexes on us with his bobble shop, but then he comes over and he's like, focus on work and hydrate. I don't know how, like, how can you focus? If I was playing my game, I could totally like lurk in other people's streams, but it's so hard. All right, I'm not going to show what you get for making these decisions. You get to just figure it out. All right. I think this is good. All right, so we're going to go test out another one. We're going to do choose event. And then we're going to just do a little array here. Oh, I can just choose one of these. Can I do that? Can I just take this and choose one of them and it picks the title? No, it's the whole data. I would have to add an ID in there. I don't want to do that. Just vibing. Hey, we vibing here. Granger, you're working on a prototype for a new game? Dude, that's sick. Oh, we need to actually check this event. Has this event happened? If so, we do that. What eye shift? What are you talking about? All right, news alert. AI company accused. Yep. Oh, that's not right. Why didn't it pick the right one? Do I need to do it after? Wait. That was definitely a negative review. Did I do this wrong? News event. Okay. News dialogue. Yes. Okay. Print news name. Data misuse. Okay. Make a public statement. Done. News alert. News alert again. Negative reviews. It's not updating the text. Oh. I don't even need all this. Maybe I do. I don't know. All right. I forgot I need to set all these up now. All right. The alert label dot text equals title. Alert description dot text equals description. Yeah. Okay. That's just me being a goob. Yep. Stay silent, obviously. And then another news alert. What? AI 1.0 gets review bombed. The new AI, quote unquote, AI model amassed over 1 million negative reviews in the first 4 hours of release. What do you do? Tell the users it's their fault. Obviously. All right. And then no more news alerts. Okay. Oh, look at that. I actually did something today. I feel like I should commit that. Cool. I've never used branches in GitHub, so I'm making a dev branch and I'm building on it. I always work on projects solo and I just commit everything to main every time. All right. Now, what if... So I'm making it so you can only get 2 of these effects. Okay. What's another one? I think I had a bunch. I don't know where it's at. Ah. The job market crash. All right, what do we do? Let's we could do start a job fair, or we can embrace it. I really want to like tie into these choices somehow. Like if you're like, oh, let's capitalize on the AI automation, I feel like it should like increase the levels that you can have on like all your AI stuff. Like an actual game changing choice here. And like start a job fair would make like the marketing events go up. So like what do we got here? Yeah, like public speaking events and like the AI summits. So like they're capped out, right? But it's like maybe your decision makes it so you can have like 2,000 of these early on or something. That would be pretty cool. And on your choices there. I think I need to make these smaller. I don't know. I guess you're going to have these later in the game. How much does stuff cost? That's the question. Upgrade container. So like minus 200 rep. 200. Okay, so this is quite a bit. But these aren't going to happen that often, so that's why the rewards are so high. So let's do, people love job fairs. We'll give you 5K rep. And why not? Let's give you some money too. How much money do you want? 2,500, 25,000? I don't know why you would gain money. Oh, I can add as many of these as I want. I can just give you vibe points. But if you capitalize on the AI, you make 200K. Minus 3,000 rep. And I think I can add another one. Hey, just been you okay? Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Listen, get your follows in now if you guys want to be recognized. After 1,000 followers, I'm no longer doing follow alerts. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't know what I'm gonna do at 1,000 followers. I think I mentioned something of like playing video games or something. I don't know. 1,000's a pretty big number. We could do a subathon where for every sub, I stream an extra second. Too funny. Just see if that works. Because I think I can add as many of these effects as I want in here. Okay. 1% chance, a little 5% chance here. They're literally not choosing it. Yeah, come on. Oh. Didn't even add it. You guys know when you write code and you like totally remember to add it. AI replaces 50,000 jobs overnight. A major startup just automated their entire customer service department using AI. Workers are protesting major companies. What do you do? Start a job fair. Capitalize on AI automation. Doesn't look like... Oh, it did give me the vibe points. I was looking at the wrong thing. I was looking at processing power. Should have been looking at VP. I was looking at PP. Perfect. We got the same one again. Okay. Job fair. Plus 100. Okay. But the problem is like, you don't really know what you just did. Like, I feel like I should have a dialog box after or something that pops up. That's why I was going to make it so you can see what's on there. Dang it. Yeah, no, I want to be able to like utilize this, so I can't put it in there. I could put below it like a little info label. I could do something like this. Oh, it's too small. Which I think would be like... Could do something like that. Or swap them around. I think I like it below that if I was going to do that. That's why I like designing stuff out in Figma before I put it in the game, because it's like I can kind of move it around and like test it out a little bit faster. This box is getting very tall. Could separate them like that a little bit. Yeah, that way they know directly what they can get. But then, like, on the back end, you'll be able to upgrade stuff, maybe. These are almost kind of like mini upgrades. Except you can only get them one time. And I feel like this box gets any taller. Kind of cool. You can't, like, click out of it. Okay, I do like having this. Let's make these unique. And let's bring them in. I don't have the examples. Let's do a little funk here. Get effects text. Oh my gosh. I think we're actually gonna return something. Why do I keep doing that? Go the other way. What? Oh. All right. So from the effects text, we need to pass in the option. The option, which is just a little int. And then we need to loop through it. We are going to return a string. Okay. And then we're going to do var effect. Yeah. Okay. And then what we want to do, if the amount is positive, var, I'll say gain symbol. We'll just do symbol. String equals a positive. And then if effect amount is less than 0, then symbol equals negative. I know there's a way to one line that. Okay. And then at the end of this, we're going to do return string equals return string plus I think we want to do this. No. Let's do if return string is not nothing. Oh, I wish I could do that. Okay. Then we do return string equals return string. And we're gonna do effect. That's fine. We can just do symbol plus effect amount plus a space. There's a better way to string build, I know. All right. We're doing it old school. Effect name. I'm changing this. Not find type string. Oh. Capitalize that string. Okay. So we're gonna get the option. We're gonna loop through everything. I don't really need to print this. I know it's printing it out. We get the effect name, which equals that. Is there a way to capitalize strings? Capitalize. Nice. This is what I was looking for in the button text. Let's do effect name dot capitalize. Oh, okay. I gotta change this. Hey, Big Boy Games official, welcome in. Hello, Raiders. Hello, hello, welcome. How was stream? What kind of additions were you working on? You guys don't know Big Boy Games official. Let me give you a little shout out. Let me spell it right. He makes video games in Godot, just like me over here. And he's making Starground, which is a really fun game. I actually played it on stream for about an hour during the Indie Game Gauntlet. And if you haven't checked it out, it is on Steam, just so you know. And for those of you that don't know me, I'm the Average Goob, and I am working on a game called Vibe Clicker, which I'm working on a content update, probably the only one, to be honest, and a DLC for it. But I released this little clicker game on Steam where you work your way through to become Vibe Lord, and it's just your classic clicker game with a little bit of a story. Been working on revising your entire tutorial system? Oh man, I could show you my tutorial system if you got a minute, if you don't have to run right away. But if you do have to raid and run, I totally get it. I don't remember what we were doing. Hey, welcome in. Yochik replays. Sure, I'd be down to take a look. All right, don't laugh. Don't laugh, okay? I think it's in my HUD. Okay. So in the HUD, I have this thing called tutorial text. And then based on the number of clicks you have, it changes it. Look at that. Professional game dev. I mean, hobby, indie, professional. I've made money on a game, so technically professional, right? $5 is $5. So that's my tutorial. Yeah. Yep. It just changes. There's just this little text right here. And it's all it does. It starts with very good, you learned how to click, and then it just kind of tells you a little bit of a story. That's it. That's it. And then let me tell you, it was a nightmare to get this to correctly display and not display. And it like slowly unlocks money and then tells you like, oh, go hover over your resources. Oh, look, you unlocked reputation. Look how important it is. You unlocked your processing power. Make sure you buy RAM. Make sure you download RAM and upgrade your computer. So it's just like, dude, tutorials are really difficult. Now yours, I can't imagine. I know that I think there was a little bit of a tutorial when I was playing. So yours is much harder than mine, but I just thought it would be funny to show you. You did yours with IDs and triggers that cue them to be displayed. So they can show up in random orders. Yeah, that's the problem here too. And I could have done it. I could have done it with like different pop-ups. And I was thinking that because I use pop-ups for everything. As a matter of fact, I'm using a dialog box right now with the news alerts. So I totally get it. And then, so I'm working on these right now. But like if you turn on your auto click, you get a dialogue. So technically I was gonna do the tutorial like this, but because it's a clicker game, this is very abrupt. And I was like, I can't do that. Yeah, that's Seto. It shows his Twitch on here. Yeah, I got permission to do a little Seto collab. And if I bring the auto buy bot, wait for it. Hold. Look who it is. Seto bot. He's in the Vibe shop. You can buy him from the Vibe shop. So that's the update that I'm working on, is I'm gonna revamp the Vibe shop so you can buy cursors. You'll be able to get different little bots to buy. You'll be able to change your auto clicker, everything. The background, you'll be able to change stuff in your background, little splash art. So yeah, this is actually my current save. And I haven't beat this one yet, but I did work on getting all the achievements. There is Steam integration. So I got all the achievements and I was working on getting to the final click. You added a little bot guide to the Starground tutorial? That is so cute. Oh man. Gearbert, is that actually his name? Its name? He decided to separate it from the player's save, so now it's more of a global progress system. Oh. That's interesting. Well, how do you, if the tutorial's separate from the save, how do you hook in? I'm assuming you have like conditions for like when the tutorial stuff's been popped, right? Chip also made a node? What do you mean made a node? Like a custom Godot node? Wait, really? He's like Big Boy Games mascot? Oh man, I'm gonna have to check that out. That's pretty sick. You made an animated texture 2D? No way. Do they not have that? They don't. Oh, that is so cool. So when do we get to see it? Because as you can see, I've got a lot of stuff going on, and it would be nice to make these clickable. Like, I'm pretty sure. No, he's an auto AI. Auto by AI. I think. Yeah, look at this. I had to make this guy a button, and he animates. Like, he has a different sprite. And I have to change it out. So whenever you can click on him and he changes. But it would be nice to like make this a little bit easier. That's sick. If it's GitHub, it might. Yeah, I would like that if you don't mind. I'd have to give you permission, so just let me know. Where the heck is chat moderation? I allow GitHub links. But probably safer if I just like permit you. Tired of having to make animated 2D nodes work with UI. Dude, I'm 100% in agreement with you. I would love to have like buttons and different animated stuff. Like I would love to have like this background texture animated. Just like I have my background stuff animated. I had to make a shader for this. And like I guess the shader's fine. But like this thing, it would be cool to have an animated backsplash. So that like this backsplash would be nice to be animated without having to do keyframes and stuff. Yeah, no dude, I'd be down for that. Would I need to build it into the engine, or is this something that's like an asset lib? It's not as powerful as the regular animated sprite 2D. No support for multiple animations. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, dude, I'd be interested in that. Even to see how you do that. I guess I didn't realize you could make custom nodes. Yeah, swapping out the sprite sheets and code, that's smart. So it's like sprite sheet based. Whereas I think the animated one you can send on Discord. Oh, that's fine too. Are we friends on Discord? I don't think we're friends on Discord, dude. It's just the average goob, I think. It doesn't tell me. My name's I think it's average goob. I don't know. It's in streamer mode and it just says ah. Oh, I think you found me. Yo. Cool. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, thank you. It's just average goob. Yeah, it's just average goob. I actually mentioned that to Next Prodigy of why it's average goob on Discord. And it's so that I show up at the top of everybody's list, all the Discord channels, I'm at the top. So that when I go live, it shows at the top of all the lists that I'm live. Yeah. Otherwise, if it was the average goob, you would see me never. It would just be all the way at the bottom. And like, I don't stream a whole bunch, so makes sense, right? Just put exclamation in the front. Hey, now you're always at the top. Just throw anywhere in your project and you can extend from animated texture rec. Thank you, big boy. I appreciate that. Also, your profile picture is cursed. Dude, seeing your website, like the kind of horror style, like I want to make a like an escape room website that's kind of based off of that. I've always wanted to make like a more advanced website that's like a game, but it's not like an actual game. It's all done in just like code and hidden stuff. Yeah, no, dude, I love doing web dev. Even after doing it for hours upon hours upon hours, I still love doing it. Kind of like some, yeah, exactly like Chip's website. So that's what I was talking about. I saw one of them that was like not a real product, but it looked like one, like the banana something. It was so weird, man, but it's inspiring. Yeah, Jumworks. I don't even want to pull it up on stream. I'm like scared something's gonna pop up. You pulled it up on your stream, and I was like, dude, this is like a dark web website. I'm like, you shouldn't go to it. And then you're like, it's mine. And I was like, oh. It's the gum that works. Can I you can either send it in Discord or in stream chat. Um, but I feel like it's definitely it gives uncanny valley vibes. But I kind of want to see it again. No, I was gonna permit you. All right, I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna open it on stream. Is it this one? Best in class gum alternative. I think it was Chip Plays. Oh god. Yeah, this is it. This is the one. I thought this was a video. Oh god, it is. And then you can't stop it. Hold on. You guys can get creeped out with me. Hang on. One sec. No, it's not working. Hang on. I got this. This one.
Hi there. I'm Dmitry Kovacic, and the world has a
And you can't
serious
scroll.
problem. We've been taught to stop dreaming from the day we were born. When I saw that wonder being taken from our children, I decided to change the world. Jum is that change.
Oh, the website's getting dark.
An intense blend of innovative flavors is just what we've been lacking.
Bro, this...
Jum, 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 jum. Come on, sing with me. Jum, 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 jum.
Turned it down.
Jum, 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 jum.
Ugh. Bro, this is cursed. Yeah, no, it's dead silent afterwards. It is very creepy. What's the other one? Chip Plays. Bro, I have a website that has this exact background on it. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you guys all have great dreams. I know I won't. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the raid, dude. Have a good one, big boy. Woo! All right, I got the willies. Anybody else? We need to get effects. Jump nows in your computer. Have fun with that. Oh man. What does that mean? No. Why would you tell me that? It's okay. My computer can use some jum. It's like junk gum. Just watch out. Alright, that did not work. Oh. If it does not equal nothing, I forgot to add the other one. Hey, why does it have minus minus? Oh, I don't have to do the minus on there? Interesting. Minus 50,000 money. All right. I need to effect amount is, oh, I need to make this a string. And then what I'm going to do is throw it into my main dot. What's the thing? Format? Oh, okay. Effect amount. And then I needed to change this. So instead of, this is fine. I can keep it money. All right, cool. The news effects work. Let's do that. We don't need that anymore. All right, let's go ahead and okay. All right. That is actually gonna be it for me tonight. So I did exactly what I was hoping to do, is get the news stuff going. But yeah, so we got the random news events. I do need to actually add the rest of them. Controller support's a maybe still, so I'm gonna add this here. I don't know why I just did all that. But definitely want to work on a lot of these cosmetics. So I feel like I've got a lot of artwork to do, and that's probably what we're going to be working on next stream, is doing artwork. And then once I have some art, maybe even before the art, figure out how we can update the cursors, and then we need to upgrade the vibe shop so that we can incorporate these and have them unlock just like the clickers. Whew. It's been a long time since I worked on this game, and honestly, it felt awesome just getting in here coding again. Like, thank you all for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. Let's go find somebody to raid. Maybe Wallaber. Wallaber is working on a new video game. He's made Jellycar, something derby, like a PS1 style derby game. It was really cool. So let's go do that. Let's go raid out. And you all have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy your evening. Get a jump start on the day tomorrow. Tackle that task that you need to do. I know I will. And I will see you guys next week. One of these days, I will finish Undertale. I'm pretty sure we're close to beating it. But until then, have a great night. Thank you all for hanging out. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!